guys, welcome back to another video. Go for it, go for it. Hi guys, Taryn here, back again with another video. So this is probably going to be my last pregnancy update video, just because I am actually going to have this baby on Wednesday. So I have had a lot of preterm labor. I had preterm labor at 33 weeks, and I actually had to go to the hospital because my contractions just were not stopping. And they gave me a shot to stop them, and then my doctor decided that he wanted to hold me for 24 hours, and in those 24 hours I was given 2 shots for the development of the baby's lungs. So I had to have it in the very beginning of my stay, and then I had to wait almost a full 24 hours, and then I got another one at the end of my stay. So that happened, and then at 35 weeks, I had another round of preterm labor where I had contractions for over 12 hours consistently, but I wasn't dilated, so they were monitoring me and they just sent me home. That was a really, really rough night because I was almost positive I was going to have him, but because I wasn't dilated or having like more intense contractions, they sent me home. I am now like 36 weeks. I'll be 37 weeks tomorrow or Tuesday, one of those days. So what's happened is the last week, I noticed, and I'm still having it, is I'm having severe itching all over my body, from head to toe. So my hands, my feet, I feel it a lot. My legs and my arms, not so much my belly. Sometimes it's my belly, sometimes it's not. A lot of it is my neck, my back. Like I said, it's pretty much all over my body. And I kind of got a little nervous because I noticed one day, more towards like 5 o'clock, right around my husband came home, that I was starting to itch way more. And to me, that's not normal. I know what dry skin is because obviously I live up north. It gets cold, your skin gets dry, so you're applying lotion. I was applying lotion regularly, no problem. And then we sat down to watch Netflix, and it was like I just wanted to crawl out of my skin. I was itching so bad. My husband's like, "What? Don't you just sit still?" I'm like, "I can't help it. I'm itching like crazy." So I went to go take a bath, and I took a Claritin before I went to bed. And I took like a half of a Tylenol PM, and the next day I woke up and I was still itching, and that to me was not normal. So I did what any normal person would do. I looked on Google, which you probably should never do because, Dr. Google says you're gonna die. But actually what I read was that itching and severe itching is actually it can be a symptom of a condition called ICP. And basically ICP is where your liver is not functioning correctly and it's not processing the fats in your food. And basically what happens is the fats, quote unquote, or bile, end up backing up and causing salt to come out of your body in the form of itching. And it can be very, very deadly for me and very, very deadly for the baby, especially in later term pregnancy. Now like I said, I'm almost 37 weeks. So I called my doctor and I told him about the itching and said, "Hey, can you prescribe me something?" And they actually told me, "You need to come in and have lab work done. You need to have a bile acid blood test taken." So I did the blood test, I think on Wednesday, didn't hear anything Thursday. Friday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, my doctor called me and said, you do have ICP. And because you have ICP, we actually need to move up your C-section date from November 17th to this coming Wednesday, which is November 4th. Now, the reason why they do this is because if the ICP gets worse, I could have high blood pressure, which is not good. That can lead to preeclampsia. That can lead to me having a heart attack or a stroke. And it's definitely not good for the baby, because if he's in there, he has a bowel movement, normally your body would flush some of that stuff out. And with ICP, it won't do that. So he could possibly have a bowel movement and swallow it and choke, or it can lead to death with later term pregnancy. It's really not a good condition. It's very serious. And so my doctor saw that. 1, my blood test came back and I had elevated levels. 2, I went to my final ultrasound and got to see this baby boy. And he noticed that my blood pressure was elevated, which it's never elevated. I always have the same blood pressure, have had it this whole entire time. My doctor's convinced that the nurse doesn't even take my blood pressure, but she does. And then the fact that I'm itching head to toe. So those 3 things kind of were a factor and let him know she has this condition. So they decided they cannot wait until 17th, which is, another almost 3 weeks. They need to deliver me on Wednesday, which I'm fine with. So because of all this preterm labor and everything, he's coming at, I think he'll be 37 weeks and 1 day. And that's fine. The ultrasound, he was 6 pounds, 15 ounces already. So he is a very good weight. He's probably already 7 pounds right now. And I'm ready. I think I've been ready. All this preterm labor, all of the issues I've had from the beginning, having the bleeding at, I think it was 12 weeks and then again at 16 weeks. And then having the preterm labor and everything going on. And I'm not going to lie, I feel huge. I'm obviously tired. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep just because, being as big as I am and as big as this baby is, I get up a lot to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, probably at least 2 or 3 times. And then I'm trying to get comfortable and he's kicking and it's just been a lot. So that has been what has been going on. I'm not nervous. I think, having him inside me kicking and moving, obviously, there's a baby, you see the ultrasound pictures, but I think it will become really, really real when I am back there in the OR and I'm actually laying on the table. I think that's when it'll hit me that this is gonna happen. We're gonna have a baby. So the kids are excited. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous because different doctors, different procedures, different way of doing things. So that's a little nervousing for me. Making sure that Jerry doesn't pass out, end up on the floor during the C-section. I'm trying to mentally prepare him as well for what can happen. It's going to be different being away from the kids. I haven't been away from the kids by choice in forever, so it's going to be a whole new world, a whole new adjustment. Everything is packed and ready to go. I've had my bag packed since 31 weeks. His bag is packed. We have everything we need, thankfully. I see my doctor today because, like I said, it's past midnight. I have a very busy day today. At 1, I have to go for a non-stress test. Then after the non-stress test, I have lab work that I have to do because I want to check my levels again. I have a doctor's appointment right after my lab work. And then after my doctor's appointment, I have to have a COVID test because you have to have COVID test before you have a baby. So that is all happening one right after another. And then right after the COVID test, which is at 2:50, I'm supposed to have parent-teacher conferences with the kids' teachers from 3 o'clock to 4:30. So it is just going to be a jam-packed busy day tomorrow. Well, today I still have to go to the grocery store, and then Tuesday I will be spending just kind of making sure I have everything. I have to pack the kids' overnight bags because they're going to go stay with my in-laws while I'm in the hospital, at least for the first day. I want Jerry there, because I won't be able to get up and move. I may have a catheter. There may be a bunch of stuff. So I definitely want him there the first day going into night into the next day. And then after that, he can, come home and check on the kids and everything else. Because I'm only really going to be in the hospital for hopefully 2 days. Hopefully I get to come home either, late Thursday or early Friday morning. I'd really love that. So that is kind of where we're at for this week. I literally cannot believe that this weekend was my last weekend being pregnant, and it's kind of shocking but exciting. Like we're all excited. I can't believe this is it. This is, I'm 9 months. This is it. So, and he will be here on Wednesday, like Wednesday morning, 8:30. He maybe even before that he will be here. Like that to me is insane. Like, they're in there. You see the pictures of the ultrasound, but it's not like really real until you see their face and you're holding them. So I'm very excited. Like I said, kind of nervous, but more on the excited side. I think it'll probably really hit me when we start walking into the hospital, or either when I'm back in the ER and they're getting ready to take him out. So there is that. This is kind of here, my blanket situation right now. Like I said, I am sleeping on the couch because I cannot sleep in my bed. I am just terribly uncomfortable, and my husband snores, and I'm a very light sleeper. So I've opted to sleep on the couch, and this is where I kind of get my best sleep. This is my belly. Let's see. And yes, I did steal my husband's shirts because my shirts no longer fit. And this is a full shot of the belly. And these bruises right here. So as you can see, I've got a bruise right here, and then I've got another huge one right there. That's actually kind of in the shape of a heart now that it's healing. It looks like it. Are from me taking my blood thinner. But I mean, you can see I am so big that there is not a whole lot to pinch when it comes to taking a shot. So I cannot believe that this is where I'm at. And I do feel like he's dropped a lot. Like I don't feel like he's up high. I feel like he's much lower now. But this is the belly and the baby, and possibly the last belly and baby that I will have. We don't know yet. Very undecided on that. We'll see. But for right now, I'm saying this is probably the last baby. It's been a lot for me and my body, and it's been excruciatingly stressful, I'm sure, for my poor husband. My God, he's been a trooper going through all of this with me, like a trooper. Let me tell you what, I know the last couple of weeks has just been hell for him, with me being in the hospital and not knowing what's going on with the baby, and then he's working, and COVID, it's been a lot. So the only, I think, reprieve that he gets is knowing that this is almost over. Wednesday, baby boy will be here, and there will be no more false labors, false alarms, having to stay overnight at the hospital. We just get to bring this baby boy home, and I'm so excited for that. I'll probably be an emotional mess the second we get home and the kids get to hold him and see him and everything. I think that's going to be what really gets me, is I'll probably just be crying and sobbing the entire time. So that is the update. hopefully, keeping our fingers crossed, hopefully, where I'm going to talk to my doctor later on today, I can ask him if we are able to take video in the OR. I think they said that you can, as long as you don't get the doctor or any of the nurses. Like, we just get the baby and like myself and my husband, which that's like the goal. So I think I'm gonna talk to him about that. I'm hoping I can. I actually did well, you're not supposed to film any ultrasounds or anything per my hospital where I'm at. But my last ultrasound, I filmed the entire thing because I was like, this is my last baby. I don't know if I'm ever going to have this again. So I filmed his last ultrasound. So I have that, and I'm so thankful that I kind of broke the rule and did. Because it's just awesome. This is something I'll be able to show him. But I think I'm going to end this video. I'm going to get some sleep. He's probably asleep now because we were over at my husband's parents' house and we were playing Cards Against Humanity and we were just laughing. The whole family was there. It was a lot of fun. So I laughed so much, maybe I put him to sleep. I haven't really felt him move a whole lot. I think his head is like right here. There's something poking me. It's either his head or his foot. When I got the ultrasound, he was over here, and then he moved and his head was over here. So, oh, and also, I have to add this in. So my ultrasound was amazing. The ultrasound tech said he's 6 pounds, 15 ounces. And interesting side note is this baby boy has never been head down. He's always been on this side or this side. So head over here, feet over here, head over here, feet over here. So when you're getting ready or when your body's preparing and baby's preparing for birth, they will flip and they will say head down. He is breech. His butt is right here on my belly. So that is probably why I was having a lot of preterm labor, but I wasn't dilating, because to dilate, most of the time your baby's head will go down and press on your cervix. There is nothing pressing on my cervix right now except for his butt. And that is not giving my body anything for dilation. So the reason why I had all that preterm labor, I think is obviously my body was like, hey, yeah, it's time. But I didn't dilate because he wasn't head down. So there's that. Just a little side note to everything going on. Oh, now he's moving. Now he's moving. He's right here. Like I said, I don't know if I can get him moving on camera, but yeah, he's right there. He moved just a little bit while he rolled. So yeah, that is going to be the end of this video, the end of this pregnancy update. I just wanted to update everybody and say this is the last one. I'm kind of in shock. I can't believe that he'll be here Wednesday. And that's it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.